So I absolutely love hiking, and I love being outdoors, and I love going on adventures when it comes to hiking. And sometimes I get a chance to hike where there's an elevation on a hill, or even part of a mountain, or even to drive up. And so it's kind of interesting to me because I don't love heights, but I love the scenery. I love it's worth it to go on an adventure like that, and to go up on some type of altitude for that. Fascinating to me is being able to look back after I've hiked a little bit, or driven on a journey, and be able to look back and see where I've come from, and the different bends in the road, and different places along the journey. And usually an altitude gives opportunity for that. So I love that because I love being able to look back. And I feel like this is much of my journey in my walk with God. That as I've walked on that journey, I can look back and I can see where God has led me. I can see parts of the journey, after living it out, or having time afterwards, to look back and see where God led, where God provided, and God knew best. And so I wanted to share with you, in light of that, a scripture passage. And this is taken from Acts chapter 17, and it's verse 27. And it speaks this. It says, God did this so that they would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him, though he is not far from any of us. For in him we live and move and have our being. As some of your own poets have said, we are his offspring. And in that, what I hear is God's pursuit of us. That God, who loves us so very much, he has a plan for our lives. And as we go on the journey, sometimes there's mountaintops and valleys below. Sometimes there's difficult places, but we can look back and we can see God's leading and God's purposes, even in the difficult times. And I love that posture. I love considering how God has pursued me and how God pursues each one of us. I think of Jesus giving the illustration of the shepherd with 100 sheep. And when one of them goes missing, he doesn't just write it off, but he goes and pursues because of his care, his love, and even his pursuit for each one of us. And so may we all realize this on our journey, that whether it be in that passage in Acts chapter 17, where Paul is speaking in Athens and pointing out how God has been pursuing the people there, or whether it be you and I when we consider our lives, that God has a purpose for every moment. And part of God's significant purpose in that is his pursuit of us each step of the way. So may you be blessed. May you be blessed with opportunities to look back on different things in your life where you can see clearly how God has led. And may you be blessed as you realize more and more on your journey how God is pursuing you. God bless you, and know that you are loved.